Clara often complains about Jack. He's unmotivated, lazy, and always hiding at home playing video games. She remembers a different Jack, though. The one who wrote stories, read every day, and shared his thoughts with the world. I don't know what happened to him, she signs. But if I could ask Clara, who was it who said, "Writing doesn't pay. Why not spend time looking for a real job," when Jack proudly shared a new article? And who remarked, "Only 10 likes? Who's even reading this," when he celebrated a small amount of recognition? The truth is, our partners influence our growth in profound ways. When we wish someone would change, the first thing we should examine is our own response. Whether someone becomes a better version of themselves can depend greatly on how we react to them. This is what psychologists call the Michelangelo Effect. What is the Michelangelo Effect? The Renaissance sculptor Michelangelo famously said this: "I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free." This is not just applicable for art. In relationships, we also act as sculptors for one another. Through our attention, encouragement, and responses, we either help reveal the angel within or keep it locked inside the stone. This isn't about changing someone into who we want them to be. It's about seeing who they truly are and could become, then lovingly supporting that emergence. The 3 pillars of the effect. First, perceiving potential. See the best in your partner, even when it's not fully visible yet. It's about looking at someone and saying, "I see the writer in you," long before they've published a single piece. Second, affirming actions. Encouragement isn't just praise, it's active support. Celebrate the small wins, provide resources, listen with interest, and create a safe space for their growth. Thirdly, reflective feedback. Act as a mirror that helps your partner see their own progress and possibilities, not their flaws. Guide with curiosity, not criticism. And why does seeing beat changing? I'll say this again. This isn't about changing someone into who we want them to be. It's about seeing who they truly are and could become, then lovingly supporting that emergence. And this is important because when we affirm someone's ideal self, firstly, they grow into that self. We start to see ourselves the way our beloved sees us. Their belief becomes ours. And what once felt like a distant dream becomes an achievable identity. Secondly, the relationship deepens. Supporting each other's growth builds trust, intimacy, and mutual respect. You become allies, not critics, partners on a shared journey. Thirdly, you both gain clarity. In reflecting your partner's potential, you often see your own more clearly too. Love becomes a mirror that helps both people evolve. Then, how can we be a good soul sculptor? Now that the impact of our response is clear, here are some tips about how to be a good sculptor. First, be a discoverer, not a corrector. Look for what's already shining, even if it's faint, and name it. Say, "You're so thoughtful when you," or "I love how you see things differently." Secondly, support their dreams, not your agenda. When your partner shares a goal, lead with, "Tell me more," instead of, "But what about?" Even if the path seems unclear, your belief can be their compass. Thirdly, celebrate the chips, not just the statue. Progress happens in small steps. Acknowledge the effort, the attempt, the courage, not just the finished product. And fourth, let yourself be sculpted too. This isn't a one-way street. Share your own aspirations. Allow your partner to see and support the best in you too. And if you find yourself shrinking in a relationship, moving further from who you are, have the courage to reshape the dynamic or the space you're in. Love at its best doesn't try to carve people into what we want. Instead, it recognizes the masterpiece already within, and gently, patiently, helps remove what's hiding it. We all have an ideal self waiting to emerge. Sometimes all it takes is someone who believes in that version of us, before we can believe it in ourselves. So the next time you wish your partner would change, pause, ask, and say, "Am I seeing the angel in the marble? Or am I just seeing the stone?" because how we respond doesn't just reflect who they are now. It can reveal who they're becoming.